Hello, Abnormal Investigations. I hope everybody's doing good. I've got another encounter for you, and don't forget tomorrow night's Friday night. We are going to be boots on the ground. We haven't been boots on the ground since we've had the creature that was up by my vehicle that just drove all the other channels crazy. They couldn't stand that I'm finding something while they're sitting on their ass, right? So it's got to bother them a little bit whenever you can't go out and do what I do, because all you are is a storyteller. That's all you are. So just wanted to say that. You all know what I'm getting at. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this encounter right here. I'm going to go ahead and get to it because I'm editing for some other things. So we've got some other big things going on. Good news coming up. We'll get into that coming up. We'll have a special live for that. He says this happened 14 days ago. Hello there, my name is Lance, and today I want to share something with you. Something I've carried for years, an encounter that changed the way I see the world forever. I was 25 when it happened. No one believes me. Not the ranger I tried to report it to, not the few friends I confided in. Not even the therapist I paid to tell me. It wasn't real. But I know what I saw. I know what I heard in those trees. I know what followed me. It started like these things always do, with heartbreak and a bad decision. I'd just gotten out of a long, messy relationship, and I needed space. Not just metaphorical space. I wanted miles between me and everything. The city, my job, my own damn thoughts. I figured a solo trip up north would clear my head. March in the Canadian wilderness, cold, but not quite deadly, or so I thought. By day 3, I was deep in it. No cell reception, no trails, just me, my pack, and the skeletal fingers of the bare trees reaching into the gray sky. I pitched my tent near a partially frozen stream, not far from Lake, and I'm going to try this one, guys, Attawapiskat, and boiled snow for water while the last orange light drained out of the clouds. I remember feeling proud of how quiet it was, how peaceful. I didn't realize yet that the forest had gone too quiet. I was zipping up my tent when I noticed it, the kind of silence that presses against your ears. No wind, no rustling, no distant cries or loons or owls, just stillness, and beneath it a feeling like I was being watched. I brushed it off, tucked into my sleeping bag, and clicked off my headlamp. The sound came maybe an hour later, faint crunch, crunch, like something stepping slowly through the snow. At first I thought I might be hearing a deer or maybe a bear shaking off winter slumbers early. I grabbed the hunting knife. I kept beside my sleeping bag and strained to listen. Then came the sniffing, long, wet, and deliberate. It wasn't the quick, twitchy inhale of a curious animal. This was slow, tasting the air. My breath hitched. Whatever it was right outside my tent. I shouldn't have looked. God help me, I shouldn't have looked. But curiosity got the better of me. I unzipped the flaps, and just a crack, and my breath fogged against the cold as I peered out into the darkness. And that's whenever I saw it. It stood about 15 feet. This thing was taller than anything I'd ever imagined. Framed between two small birches, the thing was massive. 8 feet tall, maybe more. Its limbs were all wrong. It was weird. Longer than it should have been. Bent oddly at the joints. His skin looked stretched too tight over its bones. Grayish-white like old ice. The ribs jutted out of harsh ridges, and its eyes, Jesus Christ, they glowed. Faint, sickly yellow from the moon, like dying coals behind a frost-covered skull. I didn't even blink. And then it did. It opened its mouth. The sound that came out will follow me to the grave. A wet, rattling hiss at first, and then it rose into this garbled, keening scream that sounded like something choking to death and howling at the same time. Its jaw cracked open far too wide, tearing the corner, strings of drool dingling and drenching the ground, falling like icicles. It took one step toward my tent, and my instincts finally snapped me back into my body. I yanked the flap shut, scrambled backwards into the far corner of the tent, blade shaking in hand. The fabric quivered as I brushed up against it, as the claws dragging faintly along the nylon. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I just listened to its low, ragged breath right behind my head. The cold seeped through the wall of the tent like the breath of the dead. Then nothing. I waited minutes past, then an hour. Finally, when my legs had gone numb and my teeth were chattering uncontrollably, I unzipped the tent. Nothing. No prints, no sound, just the forest again as if it had been holding its breath. I didn't pack, didn't eat, just ran, barefoot in the snow, knife held tightly in one hand, flashlight in the other. I didn't care where. I didn't stop until the light returned to the sky and the birds scared to sing again. We finally found a road and flagged down a trucker. We tried to explain. He nodded silently, but his eyes, they were fixated on my feet, that I was wearing just socks. I was taken to the ER where I lost my big toe and small toe on both of my feet from frostbite. I was so afraid I didn't even think to put shoes on. I just ran. Whatever that thing was, it scared me so bad that I just ran. It was bad enough that I lost 4 toes over it. I hope that you never see this again. I hope that you guys will never experience this. I'm never going back camping again. Never. This was so scary that I'm surprised I'm here to even tell you. You know, sometimes I wonder, guys, why do they not come through these little tents? I mean, these tents are so small, they're so thin. Why do they not come through it? Is the Wendigo or whatever he's seen, is it different than the Bigfoot? Is it more of a spiritual being than the Bigfoot? Does it have to have permission? Is his tent the same as when we put the prayers on our houses that things cannot enter? Why do you all think they don't enter our tents as often? I mean, we know Bigfoots do enter tents because, land between the lakes, the gentleman was dragged, they said, from his tent about 300 yards and was consumed partially. So what keeps some things from doing it and then other things can? What do you all think? I do look forward to your comments on that. Thanks for listening, guys. Until next time, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. We'll see you on the next one. God bless. Good night.
I can see you from behind. You can hear me in your mind. Run so fast as you can go. Time will catch you before you know. Are you afraid of the dark?